Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Move around a little bit. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharon Henry. Go by the name Sweet at Sharon on YouTube. Guys, today is Friday. And as I told you, I'm Seventh Day Adventist. So today we call today Preparation Day. So guys, I'm going to a conference this weekend, an Adventist conference. So I thought that I could sit and chat with you while I wait for my ride. So guys, what I want to talk about this morning is the immigrant experience. I think you guys, I hope you guys have watched my introductory video to YouTube when I talked about a little bit about myself, my journey to Canada, and my experience just coming to Canada, and how I transition into even, owning a home. So yes, guys, that was my journey. But moving on from there, guys, as I told you, I'm the firstborn for my family, for my parents. Not really the firstborn, but my first sibling, passed away when he was young and when I was young. So it left me in the first born position. So guys, you have to understand that when you are firstborn, where I come from Jamaica, from a humble beginning, a humble family. My mother and my father, was married ever since I knew them, and they had, because they both both of them passed away, nine of us, five girls and four boys, nine of us, and as I said, my elder brother passed away pretty young, so it left me in the first place of my family. So growing up as a first girl, they call it the bigger girl. I do all the chores, everything that my mom does. Like alongside with my mom, I take care of my siblings. Wow, when I was in the home, take care of them, learn to cook, wash, clean, and everything. I was not a domestic person though. I was more of a bookworm because I went to school. One thing I can say with my parents, they make sure that they send us to school to get even the basic education, and that is a primary education and high school education. And then after I left home, I got my college education. Not so far, but I got some. But anyway, so yes. So when I decided that I'm going to migrate to Canada, because my husband, he was my fiance or my boyfriend that time, came to Canada. We were very much in love, always love one another. We were best friends. So I know that once he migrates, I'm going to be beside him. He's gonna let me come where he is. So we know that, and before he came to Canada, we have a little girl, a young little girl. So it's both of us child. So I know that I'm going to migrate. Right. So you have to understand that if you're the bigger girl, if you're the eldest girl, you're kind of responsible for your siblings, not by choice, but it's the culture. So migrating from Jamaica, I knew that I am coming to help my family back home. That was not a problem. It's my culture. Don't see anything wrong with it. So yeah, so I came to Canada, and if you watch my previous video, we had succeeded to owning a home, and life is happening and everything is great. So 5 years into me coming to Canada, I filed for my mom because my dad passed away during the 5 years I'm in Canada, my dad took sick and passed away. He was a wonderful dad, you know. So I filed for my mom, and I'm gonna keep on going back. So I filed for my mom, but I was being in Canada. I used to help, like work, send money back home for my mom and my siblings. And we are not, my siblings and myself, we're not much older than, we're 1 year and 2 years apart. Every one of us, like I was the elder one, and the ones that followed me were a twin, and they were just a year younger than me, and so on and so forth down the line. So yeah, so I was here working, sending money back home, taking care of everyone, and that does not exclude my sisters who they grew up to and they're married. My brothers, everybody established their life. They have their children. My sisters were married because we come from a culture of that. So my sisters were married, have their children, have their husbands. My brothers were not married, but my money working was going back home to take care of everybody. At the time when it was happening, there wasn't much of a complaint from my end because of the expectation. But I feel like when I look into it now, I feel like a lot of my funds and my resources that I was sending back there did not, right now I cannot say that I gained anything. And I think most immigrants can share the same story. It wasn't benefiting us. I know that we should take care of our mom and our dad, but then it's extended to our sisters and our brothers, even though they are married, even though they have their life, even though sometimes they're working, they're doing what they can, and they have their family. But it's like you're away, they're foreign, as them call it. Your money is their money too. So that's the experience. So of course I've been doing that. One of my sister that followed me passed away. They are twins, and of course I had to bury my sister because I'm in foreign. The other siblings there, they take care of things on the ground, but no money is going to be coming from their pocket to take care of funeral expense. It's from me. I buried my sister, of course, and then because my mom, by that time, before my sister died, my mom was already here. I filed for my mom. My mom came to Canada. She came. She was working and everything. But because my sister took sick, she had cancer, my mom said she's going to go back home and go look after my sister. So, yeah. So when my sister was diagnosed, within 2 years, she passed on. And, yeah, buried my sister. And then my mom came back to Canada, and by that time my younger daughter is getting married. Yeah, my younger daughter was old enough to get married. She married very young, but she met her Prince Charming, and they were doing well. She just left university and they got married. So the story that I want to tell you guys is that when my mom came, before my sister passed away, my mom came and she got a job. But she got shocked because when she came and she realized that things were tough, not too bad for her. She came. She's in her nice apartment in my house, in her nice in the basement apartment, well fixed up, like a 5-star hotel. I fixed that for my mom because I love my mom. My mom was like, anything she want, I give her. I really loved to please my mom and my dad before he passed away. I really enjoyed pleasing my family members, giving them everything they want. And I'm gonna go back there, but let's talk about mom. So mom came here. She loved it. But when she came, it was summer, guys. So she came and right away she said she would like to work. So I got her a job through the agency and she's doing her thing. She's doing her thing. And what you have to understand, another thing again, when Jamaican parents have a child abroad, no matter how much money they're making, they don't save anything for themselves. They are just they spend. My mom loved to buy new dress, new shoes. So my mom spend on herself and eat what she want to eat. She loved Kentucky Fried Chicken and and then she come here, she loved my children, my two children. And they were very excited about her because she can tell them the Jamaican story. She cook the Jamaican stuff, give them. So everywhere they're going. My daughter started to drive very young. She had her car. So everywhere my daughter is going, my mom is in it. So she's having fun, buying clothes, gallivanting, everywhere my daughter is going. And my son, he was so excited about my mom. So after my sister died, she died and she left 3 girls, and she had one who was very, very brilliant, very bright, and started university. Right when she died, she just started university. So, of course, I took that on because here is one of our family, my niece who is going into university, second generation, going into university, loves school, and we are all for education. So I took that on to help my niece through university, and everything was going great. My mom is here, my mom is working, but my mom money is hers, and my money is mine and my mom. My husband never quarrel, and guys, it's the same thing on his side. We come from Jamaica, so yeah, he is responsible too. Although he was in a better position than me because he has some sibling abroad and they are older. But everybody, you have to just pull in your resources together to help who is back home. So yeah, my mom, she came, she worked a while, but one day, guys, winter come. And my mom was like, whoa, how do you do this? When she look outside and she see the snow, she said, so you are going to work? Me say, yes, mom, I have to go to work. She said, we have to go to work? I said, yes, mom, we have to go. So so we took her to work because she was working in the evening. So we took her to work. And she knew herself around by that time. So one night, it was a snowstorm. So we're here waiting on mom. No mom is coming. One hour gone that she's supposed to come home. No mom. And we're like, where is mom? So we decide now that we're going to go pick her up. But as soon as we get dressed, we saw her at the door. We are, the door is a glass door. So we saw her with her head like this at the door. So I opened the door and said, Mom, what happened? She said, I get a piece of beating on the road, you see, girl. So I was shocked. I said, who beat you? What do you mean you get a piece of beating? She said, no, the sinua really killed me out the door. So we laugh and, she come in and rub her up with some rum, and she dressed warm, but rub her up. Is the first, big snowstorm and the experience. So, guys, what I'm telling you, where am I going with this? When we migrate from Jamaica, the culture is that if you are one of the siblings that migrate, you're responsible for everybody back home. And even if you file for the mother, you're still responsible for the siblings. And when I say siblings, they are not children. They are men and women who are married and the expectation is high. So their children is going to school. You're going to be called to help to send their children through school. They're alive. They have their husband, but you're going to, and for my family, some of them were not too bad off. But that's the culture. So every now and then you have to, if somebody's sick, you have to help. Anything happen back home, your resources has to be pulled together to help. And mark you're here, you're in this country where taxes are high, you have to pay for the very air you breathe in these countries. But nobody think about that. All they know that is you there foreign and for your money better than for them. For your money will go further than for them. That's all they know. So yes, so that's kind of the cycle. And my mom was here. Then one day when after the snowstorm, my mom just changed. Yes, she no longer excited. She just changed. So I know something was coming. So one evening I came home from work and my mother said, Sharon, I want to tell you something. And a lot of things happened before that. We're not going to everything. But she decided she wanted to go back home, guys. She decided she wanted to go back home, but with a condition. Yeah? She wants to go back home, but it's a condition that I have to fulfill for her to go back. So here is her proposal. She wants to go back home to do marketing, because my mom used to sell in the Coronation Market. She's a higgler. We are a farming community, so we sell our produce that we plant or we buy produce and sell. And she was a vendor in the Coronation Market, right? So she said, okay, Sharon, if you buy me a bus, a van, a minivan, me and my son, I had another brother there who is elder than the rest of the siblings. He's the bigger brother. He's a big brother. And we're going to, if you give me some money, and we go home and we buy a bus, we can do business and sustain ourselves. Because my brother was struggling. He had his wife and some kind of problem. So she proposed it to my husband and myself. And my husband said, well, that's not a bad idea. And that can also help the family. So that's what we did. We buy a bus and we called my brother together when I went to Jamaica, bought the bus, and said, okay, Mom and my brother, this is condition. Don't have to get into the nitty-gritty of it. But guys, within the space of, I'm telling you guys this, when you're spending money with people who don't use the money or don't know how to use money, you have to be very careful. But at the time, I wasn't looking at that way. Here goes my mom again. I want to please her. There goes me. I just want to please my mom. So I gave my mom some money and we bought the bus. I bought the bus myself, guys, and gave it to them. Cash. 1 million Jamaican dollars. Oh yes, cash. And I gave it to them. And guys, within the space of 3 years, business mash up. Bad management between my brother and my mom mash up the business. There goes my money. There goes the investment. I don't know if it was an investment or it was a bad planning, but there it goes. So, guys, that's a little bit of the background, my background as an immigrant, trying to help my parents, trying to help my siblings. And guys, at the end of the day, today, my brothers and I, we don't talk because he still feel like I didn't do nothing for him. Because when he lost the bus after he bad planning, my mom died not too long ago. But between him and my mom, they wasted the money and then wanted me to fuel back money again for him to start over. And I said, no way, Jose. So that's when the relationship goes bad. So what's the talking point here? The talking point here is the culture that we grew up in and the expectation that people have when a sibling migrate. It's not good. and we should encourage our children to be responsible for themselves, that nobody is responsible for them but them. And we who are migrating has to learn that, listen, you can't save the world, you know? You cannot save the world. So no matter what you do, at the end of the day, people are going to hate you because you stopped doing it, you know? So that's kind of what I want to talk about in this. You know, it's snowing outside, guys. We thought that we were going to get an early spring, but now it looks like winter kicking back and it's snowing. Don't have much to do but to sit down. As I said, I'm going to a conference and thought I would just check in with you guys. All right? So, guys, have a good weekend. You know, and remember, guys, to when you watch the channel, remember to like and to comment and share the video with your friends and your family, guys. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So, guys, you know, looking forward to grow with you guys and looking forward to always talk with you guys. And I love you guys very, very much. Thank you, all of my new subscribers and those my family subscribers who are with me and are staying with me. Watch the video, guys, to the end. Like the video, comments. All right? Blessed love. Love you guys. Bye.